Y'all, you already know what it is, man. This is your boy J Hood and all that, and you are now tuned into the Tales from the Hood vlog series, man. You dig? You know how I get down, man. I need everybody to go download and stream my brand new project. S.E.L.F is out right now on all digital streaming platforms. Run that up for your boy. Make sure you get your hands on that and support the kid. You hear me? Salute. Alright, check it. This episode, we're going to talk about the making of the DBlock the QB song on the Alchemist album, right? First and foremost, shout out to Alchemist. He's one of my favorite producers ever. I fuck with him the long way, you know what I mean? This story is actually pretty funny and shit. I never told anybody this shit, and I think you guys are gonna get a kick out of this, right? Alright, so this is when Alchemist used to live in Manhattan and shit. I think it was like LES, I don't know, maybe LES or somewhere downtown in Manhattan. Don't quote me on this, but he definitely lived in Manhattan when this happened, right? So it was me, my old manager at the time, which is Hit, and a friend of mine named Fire. We went to Alchemist crib for me to record my verse and shit. So we went there, you know, we chilling and shit. Me and Al, we building. And I'm asking Al, I'm like, yo, you got some tree? He like, yeah, you know, I'll stay with some weed and shit. So he had a little bit of weed, but he's like, I gotta order some more. You know what I mean? He had somebody come deliver some. It was like, you know, it's gonna sound a little funny, but you know them little containers when you go to the doctor that they make you piss in, them little medical containers and shit. He had like 2 of those full of weed. You know what I'm saying? When he had called homie over to deliver the shit, he came and brought 2 of those over. So he like, yeah, man, yeah, do your thing, roll up, man. I'm like, all right, bet. So shit, me, when he say roll up, to me, that means just go ahead and smoke what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just like, go ahead. We smoke, me and my homie, we smoked one. And then we was like, yo, we good on another? He like, yeah, go ahead, do your thing, whatever you want. Like, all right, shit. So we kept rolling up, like rolling up back to back to back to back, you know what I'm saying? Big fat joints, finger-sized joints. Like, nah, I mean, we smoking the hell out that weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I'm writing my verse and shit to the joint. So my manager looking at me and shit. I'm looking at him. You know, he ain't saying nothing at the time, but, you know, he waited a little after until I laid my verse and shit. But, you know, the weed started getting real low, right? You know, Alchemist ain't saying nothing and shit. You know, he chilling because we all smoking and shit. But, we just keep rolling up. We rolling up, like I said, back to back to back to back. Puffing, you know what I'm saying? Like that loud, like. So, I think I had finished writing my shit. After I wrote my shit, my manager pulled me to the side. He like, yo, why you smoking all that, man? Weed up like that, man. I'm like, yo, the nigga said roll up, man. Like, what you talking about? He said we good. He like, yeah, he said we good. I mean, y'all niggas is good, but that don't mean to smoke all that man motherfucking weed up. I'm like, yo, dog, all you gotta do is order some more. He told me we was straight, you know what I'm saying? We over here laying the verse for his album and shit. I'm like, homie ain't say nothing about it. Like, nah, I mean, so fuck it. He like, yeah, but come on, man, you gotta be courteous and shit. You at this man crib, you know what I'm saying? He smoking his weed up and shit. I'm like, yo, bro, I hear you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, but son ain't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I said something to him about it. I'm like, yo, we good? Like, you know what I mean? Or are you trying to say some shit? He like, nah, you good, man, roll up. So we rolled up again. We kept smoking and shit. And, I ended up laying my verse. And after I laid the verse, you know, I probably smoked like 1 or 2 more with him. Getting dumb high, and my manager just looking at me and shit. And then at that point, he was running super low on weed. He only probably had like 2 spliffs left out of those both of the containers and shit. So as I got my homie rolling up, because my homie was rolling up for me. So as he rolling up one of them last spliffs, Al just looking at me, and then he just looked down and shit. But he was giving me that look like, yo, damn, these niggas really smoking my shit. But I'm like, the nigga said roll up though, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't mean to go up in that man shit and chief all this shit, but you know, I thought he said like we was good. So like I said, after I laid the joint, we listening to it, and we probably stay there probably for another 20 minutes just chopping it up and shit and just re-listening to the song to make sure I didn't want to change anything on it. And we ended up leaving, you know what I'm saying, after that. And once we got in the car, my manager was like, yo, dog, y'all niggas is crazy, man. Went up in that man crib and smoked all his weed up and shit like that, man. I'm like, yo, bro, man, come on, you making me feel bad, my nigga. The nigga said we good, we can smoke. So, nigga, you can't say you good to a smoker. You know what I mean? Because a smoker gonna smoke everything. And you know, for me hearing, you know, the way niggas live and all that, I'm thinking that's the way that nigga smoke too. So, ow, I fuck with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I still remember that shit. I know you probably do too, but yeah, salute, my G. You already know a nigga fuck with you, man. That was like that was pretty funny to me. So I thought y'all would want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? That's how that DBlock the QB song came about. Well, not the whole song, but my verse anyway. All right. So until next time, y'all. Toast from the hood.